Craig's playing a damn good secret agent with a license to kill. Over the past 16 years, Daniel Craig has mastered the art of Bond's expert charm, and we've loved every second of it.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Casino Royale was Daniel Craig's explosive entry into the iconic movie franchise, becoming the sixth actor to don the tight tux and save the world from relentless baddies.
I said, doesn't time fly?
Since jumping into 007's stylish shoes and suit and cars, Craig's portrayal of Bond has been hailed the world over, praised for bringing a depth and darkness to James, amongst other things.
We've taken good care of you, buddy.
Now, having starred in 5 action-packed movies, the latest Bond offering will be Daniel's last.
Fate draws us back together. Now your enemy is my enemy.
No Time to Die sees James Bond fighting fate, an old mate, and a brand new villain, courtesy of the guy I chatted to earlier.
James Bond. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
Daniel Craig, 007, welcome to the Sunday Project.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
I absolutely loved No Time to Die. I've been sworn to secrecy ever since I saw it. But being your last James Bond film, how bittersweet has this experience been for you?
I mean, listen, it's like, there are so many things that have happened since we finished that movie that it's all has to be kept, in perspective. I'm very grateful and happy that the movie's finally coming out. That's a year ago, that seemed like an impossibility. Of course, I'm emotional and sad about finishing, but it's time to move on. So
if we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save.
CGI and stunt doubles can only do so much. You clearly did a lot of the stunts yourself. Any injuries this time round?
There's always something. I broke my ankle, but I didn't do it doing a stunt, though. That's the trouble. It was a bit silly the way I did it, but that's just the way it goes.
Was there a bar involved?
No, I wish. I mean, if there was, I'd tell you that story. No, it was so ridiculous. I slipped down a plank. I mean, it was like crazy. And what do you do? But I have an amazing surgeon, and I was up and running in 10 weeks. So we didn't actually stop running at all. So it was good news.
After an 18-month pandemic delay, No Time to Die has raked in more than $600 million at the box office, thanks in part to a brand new 00 agent who's smashing stereotypes. She's black and she is a she. Is that a great feeling for you to be part of these changing times, seen through the Bond movies?
Listen, it's always been whether my wish that we push forward and represent it much better in these movies. And, it's partly because that's what we should be doing, but it's also very selfish because I think it makes for better movies. I mean, it's just, it makes for better, more interesting movies, especially with sort of female parts that are made to be complicated and as interesting as Bond. Once everybody's sort of up to kind of that level in the movie, then the movie becomes a whole, and it becomes just much more adult and more interesting.
I get why you shot him. Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
I hear that you have a tendency to kiss all of your male co-stars, and I'm just wondering, who is the best kisser? Asking for a friend.
Out of who?
All of your male
What's
co-stars.
my choice? What's my choice? There's a story about me and Rami. I tended to wind it up by going, oh yeah, I kiss everybody. So you take from it what you will.
Not quite the story Rami mapped out.
Gave me a nice little kiss on the cheek when we figured something out. And it was pretty memorable for us. And now everybody knows our little secret.
Afraid to be typecast, Daniel rejected the super spy when he was first offered the role.
Everybody needs a hobby. So what's yours? Resurrection.
In the end, he signed on for one reason.
The script. basically. I mean, I was kind of a bit confused about the call. I got a bit, where the arrogance came from, I've no idea, but I was like, I can't possibly, do it without a script, and, so you'd have to show me a script. And there wasn't one at the time, or at least it wasn't ready. And I hummed and hawed, and I finally read it, and it was amazing, so I couldn't say no.
We all know James Bond's drink of choice, but what's Daniel Craig's drink of choice?
I actually like a vodka martini. I really do.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
So that part of Bond
one or
is
two.
going to stay with you.
3 is pushing it, but 1 or 2 is pretty good.
Vodka martini. Shaken or stirred. Don't look like I give a damn.
Now, before I let you go, Daniel, how would you sum up the last 16 years of playing Bond?
God almighty, that's a hard question. I think it's going to take me 16 years to unravel it. There were so many memories and so many wonderful experiences. The best times I've had on a movie set have been doing Bond movies, and the people I've had the chance to work with is just an extraordinary list of people.
Daniel Craig, we have loved watching you over the years playing James Bond, and we'll really miss your presence in the films. Thanks so much for the chat.
Hope to see you in person soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Sure, Daniel. And the movie is fantastic. If you've never seen a Bond movie, this is the one to go and see. And if you're a Bond fan, you'll love it. No Time to Die finally explodes into cinemas this Thursday, November 11. Aussie audiences will be some of the last in the world to see it, but it is definitely worth the wait.
Well, that is all we have time for tonight. Celebrity Master